Hi, I'm Brant. Do you ever just not get the point? When someone's been explaining something to you and you think you understand, so you say something in a response and then you realize that you're not even close to what they were meaning? This happens to me fairly frequently. Luckily, when this happens with God, He will sometimes help spell it out a little bit for us to help us understand better. Our verse this week is an example of that. So let's check it out. Matthew 20:26. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant. So, like always, let's check out the context and see what we think about this verse. So, starting in verse 20. Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee came up to him with her sons, and kneeling before him, she asked him for something. He said to her, "What do you want?" She said to him, "Say that these two sons of mine are to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your kingdom." Jesus answered, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I am to drink?" They said to him, "We are able." He said to them, "You will drink my cup, but to sit at my right hand and at my left is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared by the Father." Now, this interaction happens right after Jesus tells his disciples about his death that's waiting for him when he gets to Jerusalem. So if there's any time to have this discussion, it's not right now. But let's give this mom a break. She's just doing what she thinks is right for her kids. But Jesus lets them know that this isn't really how this works. You can't just ask to have a place of honor in the kingdom of God. It has to be given to you by God. Let's keep reading. And when the 10 heard this, they were indignant at the two brothers. But Jesus called them to him and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones exercise authority over them. It shall not be so among you. But whoever would be great among you must be your servant, and whoever would be first among you must be your slave. Even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." So the other disciples hear this, and they're understandably angry. I know I would be. You tried to go behind our back to get a higher status than the rest of us? That's not cool. But Jesus calls them all together and lets them in on what they've been missing, this point that they haven't quite caught in on. It's not about who is in charge of who, like it is with most of the world. Those who have the greatest honor in the kingdom of God are those that serve others. Jesus calls us to a higher purpose that doesn't necessarily come naturally to us, and certainly doesn't make sense to the culture of the world, either at that time or now. We're not called to do everything that we can to claw our way to the top and try to be first. We are called to serve others, and with that service, show the love of God to the people that God has put into our lives. So, in light of that truth, how are you serving? Are you putting yourself into service so that not so that you'll be first in the kingdom, because I think that's key. If you're only serving others for your own gain, God can still use that, but I don't think you're going to get out of it the same experience as if you were giving selflessly and without want of gain. So as you go about this week, be thinking and praying about where God is calling you to serve. And be sure that you don't miss the point that He's trying to get across to you while you do so. Have a great week. Go serve.